So, beyond about a few minutes, just want to make a video about, making sure that I'm able to record it myself. Um, I wanted to talk a topic about intimate relationships with, sexual intimate relationships outside of marriage, and why is it's important? Why is it important that relationships is important that you wait till you get married if you're a young person or adult or whatever, is because there is a curse to it, to having marital relationships outside. What is the curse? You can get venereal diseases, stuff that can be in your bloodline. That if you don't be careful, it can get in your saliva, it can get in your blood. So that's one thing you can get, it's not so good. The second thing is when you get involved with another person, you don't know mentally where they're at. And it seems like it's a good thing because it's a good feeling, it's a good moment at the time. But when you more you become intimate with that person, you become one with that person. And whatever you intimate with this person personality, you engage in them with it. You have a covenant with them. You know, you know, mentally you have a covenant, and psychologically you bound to them, and spiritually you bound to them because you share more than just the actual act. Secondly, and thirdly, you have to think about people when you get with somebody, and if you decide to marry them, or if you decide to have children out of this relationship through this act, you have to consider what's in their bloodline, um, what's their psychological, what is their family like, because, and if you guys have a child, if you have a child with the person, or if a man or woman, vice versa, have a child, you're linked to this person for the rest of your life. And whether they flip flop, or something could be something mentally wrong with this person, and it can go down to the next generation of children. And now then you won't see the baby as they progress being a child, they go through these different stages of rejection, and then and it's a repeated behavior because if you have the father, the son picks, some sons pick up a father's activity due to the father was a you know man with a lot of women. Some sons pick up that same behavior, and it's a repeat process, and it can go from generation to generation, and it's a learned behavior that is irresponsibility. And there was a time I had I had a stepfather that did that. He had children all over the country, you know, and he had, a couple who, thank God, his daughters, and I think one of his sons then carried on that, that, act of just sleep with everybody and being with everybody, because not everybody's for you. But unfortunately, he has one son that carried on the same activity that he did. Like he was in jail, in prison, and his son did the same thing, and then his grandson did the same thing. So it's almost like it's a generational curse that you don't want to carry a legacy as a man, that you had all these different women, and it's like you wasn't really responsible, and that's how I look at it, because what does it affect us to take on a child, and what does that teach them as if it's a man? Or if you have a daughter, what does that teach her? Teach her, because you can, as a father or dad, you could, if you had that kind of behavior, she might meet some man with that kind of behavior, that he's messing around on her, mentally abusing her, using her for a body, something like that. So it's not a wise thing to do that to other people, because what comes around goes around. It may not come around